Hello, welcome to you next officer and this is Sushil. Today I brought you a different kind of question where it sounds to be more of definition based, but along with that, unlike the first two questions, here you need to divide the whole question into two parts where in earlier questions we were speaking about the 70-30. Now it should be 50-50. Okay. So the question reads about examining five different terms, namely aptitude, skill, interest, ability, intelligence. And the next part of the question, they say, does aptitude ensure success in life? And he's asking you to say why or why not. It should be why not here. Okay. So let's start what actually these terms would elaborate as. It would be very much simple to start your answer with meaning or definition of the terms that were asked. So if you start with aptitude, what does aptitude mean? So aptitude is ability to acquire skill when provided a training or orientation. So you need to acquire skills. You write CSAT and other aptitude tests, right? So that skill acquisition. Okay, let me change the color if it is not visible. Acquisition of that skill through training. It's not innate ability. They are not seeing if you are naturally talented. They're ready to train you, provide training or coaching, something else. After that, are you able to acquire those skills? This is what aptitude is all about, which means they're not testing your skill directly. They are testing your ability to learn if trained. Okay. Then there comes skill. What is skill? As we are calling aptitude as ability to acquire skill, then we would mention skill is like an outcome. Skill is an outcome of what? Outcome of a training that you formally, informally, knowingly, unknowingly undergo. So with skill, you can use these words as keywords, that outcome of training. And it could be mentioned, it need not to be a formal training. It could be a random practice that you do over the years, maybe in your childhood. And he's asking about what is interest. What is interest? It is natural propensity, natural inclination, natural tendency to get attracted. So that a natural propensity is called interest. It has to be natural, uh, not like influenced one. Of course, your interest will be influenced later on, but here the interest which has been asked as part of ethics definition has to be very much genuine, and you need to have that natural inclination. Here you can give an example for each of them, or give an example which covers all of them, all the definitions. And another definition, we went through all this, and another definition that has been asked is ability and intelligence, where are the two? What are abilities? Abilities are acquired potential. Skill is outcome of training and ability is acquired potential. So you need not get confused between skill and ability. So just pause the video, repeat for yourself that skill is outcome of training and ability is acquired potential. Okay, what else is left? Yes, it is about intelligence that we speak last one. Here, let's go straight away to the answer to look what intelligence is. Intelligence is component that denotes mental sharpness. So once again, let's revise what you have learned about the definitions in the first half of it. Aptitude is ability to acquire skill when provided appropriate orientation or training. Intelligence is component that denotes mental sharpness. Then there comes ability, which should not be confused with skill. Ability is acquired potential to perform task or some work that has been assigned to you or the task at hand. So when it comes to skills, it's outcome of aptitude when sharpened through training or orientation. Then interest is natural propensity or natural inclination, natural bent of mind that human has. And it is important to mention that it is irrespective of aptitude. It might be your hobby, but it might not be the field of your expertise. So your hobbies are interests. Okay, here we use this is a peculiar answer where you need not waste much of time. So it's better if you provide single example that encompasses other parts as well. So with that, we are mentioning here as one might be passionate about singing despite not being able to produce best music. That's what I said about interest. That's singing is your hobby, not something that you do, that they're not something that you produce the best music or your field of expertise. That's not your skill, but it's just an interest. So here all these 3 to 4 definitions examples could be explained. Now let's look at the next half of the question. It says, does aptitude ensure success in your life? Why not? Okay, now let's use something innovative method to explain why it will result in or will not result in. To be successful in life, aptitude could be raw talent, which unless polished, aptitude is more of raw talent because it is your ability to learn if trained. Without training, it will be very much raw. So that a raw talent, unless polished, would turn into skills that help in various stages of life. That skill which you acquired by training, due to the aptitude you have, will result in helping a tool as an helping tool in various stages of your life. So, despite polishing the aptitude to acquire skills, one may not be able to derive force to get satisfied. So, just being aptitude is not enough. We are speaking about training or orientation which would polish you, or something that you undergo as experience and shape your aptitude. Listen, guys, we are not speaking about your attitude that we looked at in the last video, which is day 2. A link would be provided in the description. You can see that we are speaking about aptitude, not attitude. There is difference between attitude and aptitude, which would sound similar. So, aptitude, if polished, will be great. It will be useful to you in your various stages of life. If not polished, then that is something which will remain raw and it will not be useful to satisfy your needs. So, passion and skill may not result in success unless you are resilient with tenacity, to not give up till the end. So a pinch of optimism needed to flavor your life to be successful. I think this is how you can use a kind of quote or something which you find at a random places, maybe at your school level, college level, or in random internet sites, maybe in Pinterest or somewhere else. So as we are expected to use other words which were asked as definitions as well. So I use passion, skill, and optimism as forms which would form pillars of success in life. So I think within 10 minutes, we were able to give you some value, and this model answer will help you in bringing a lot of content within a single page, which if you can add something else could form a perfect 150 word answer. So the objective here is to look at ethics answer where you could save time to solve case studies in detail to fetch better marks there and produce an above average answer here. So here I end day 3 of ethics, and to visit the day 1 and day 2 you can find the link in the description. Thank you. Till the time I meet you next.